This is Ashley Marshall, and I am here with a 1/11, January 11th, 2022 Pick a Pile manifestation support. So as you may or may not know, today, January 11th, 1/11, is a day that is a portal for powerful manifestation. Number one, just in the number one itself, the number, if it shows up a lot in your life, it is often a redirection to shift your thoughts to positive thoughts and for calling in all that you desire and hope and wish to manifest. If you feel like you missed your opportunity, I'm here to tell you that you can watch this video whenever it pops up for you, and whenever it does, I truly believe that it is meant to be and that you are meant to see it as it finds you. I don't think that we ever really miss any opportunities for manifestation, and so don't worry about the idea of watching, I'm doing quotes, your thoughts too much. I think we always have the opportunity to redirect, and hopefully with this reading here, you will leave with the feeling of support and guidance and positivity, and that you receive, intuitive guidance and help to support you through your manifestations. So, we're doing a pick a pile. The first pile will be the Peacock pile. I'm using earrings. So, whatever you feel most called to, that is the Peacock image, soaking in the colors, letting them call to you. Pile 2 will be the heart, taking in that image and colors as it calls to you. Pile 3 will be a flower. So pile 1, peacock. Pile 2, heart. And pile 3, flower. So whatever pile you're feeling called to, if you're feeling called to one or more pile, that is fine as well. We're going to start with pile 1. Peacock. So we're going to go through what your higher self is asking for in the way of your manifestations. We will also talk about anything that will help you, any guidance for manifesting. And then we will also discuss anything that you may want to incorporate for making your manifestations more powerful. So Peacock group number 1, your tarot card is King of Earth, generous, professional, responsible, practical. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. So when we compare to King of Earth to the typical tarot, Earth is Pentacles. So what I see for this pile, as far as your 111 manifestations, that they may very likely focus around pentacle, earth things. So material resources, finances, career. Okay, so those are some of the things that we focus on when we are discussing the earth element, pentacles, also known as coins. And I really do see for this group that a natural manifestation, regardless of what you do, that is likely going to come through for you are financial opportunities, are opportunities for work. And I'm also getting and hearing that with this group, there's a lot of moving in and out of, and you know, we all do this, but very strong for this group, that maybe the people who chose this pile, and I chose it too, so tend to move in and out in positive and negative thoughts quickly, right? And so I'm really hearing that sometimes there are missed opportunities when the people in this pile are maybe a little bit too caught up in negative thinking, right? So really opening yourself up, welcoming abundance, welcoming these opportunities, saying yes to things that are a full instinctual gut yes, okay, is what I'm hearing for this group. And with this 111 manifestation portal, keeping any affirmations that you do focused, if it resonates with you, focused around material success, financial success, and abundance, and really removing and letting go of those blocks, if there are any, around money. This card is also a sign of leadership and entrepreneurship. So if anybody in this pile runs their own business, I really see that as a natural move forward. Again, regardless of your manifestations, I see this date is really pushing this group through into the role of entrepreneur. Okay, a role that you really belong. Could also be leading other employees or leading a group. And again, confidently moving into that role and giving yourself the nourishment that you need to take on that role as an entrepreneur, as a leader of your group, as a boss, overseeing other employees. I'm also like getting the image of the butterfly here. You may be having butterflies have already visited you or may be visiting you around this time to remind you of the metamorphosis, of the growth and change that you're going through from student in the cocoon to teacher, right? As the butterfly. So moving into a space of ownership of this role, okay? And if you are someone who has already feels firmly grounded in it, and even for those who don't, I see that once we move past this 111 portal, you will really move into a place of financial security. I'm feeling a big exhale for this group, that this is possibly something that you have been working towards, that you have been manifesting, that you have been calling forward and affirming. And King of Earth here really says that this is yours for the taking. You are prepared. that your talents and skills and resources that you have gained in the past are putting you in a perfect position for this role and to receive this financial security. Seeing if anything else is coming through. Yeah, just big vibes for success as far as career, again, finances. Also, I'm seeing possible promotions, new clients, either mastering the role that you have now, or if you feel like you're ready to upgrade, moving into that new role. I do, again, see it as an upgrade. I see it as a promotion coming through, being offered. Okay, and then just really, the work on your part is to really shift any negative thoughts, tell them to F off and invite new ones in. Really seeing yourself as the King of Earth, King of Pentacles, King of finances, King of your finances. You are King of your career, right? So really owning this role, owning this mastery, owning your role as an entrepreneur and as a leader. Okay? So that's what I see as far as pile one, what the manifestations that will automatically go through for you after this period. Of course, they could use your help, right, with shedding that inner critic and inviting in more positive financial abundance. I'm also seeing, like, if you want to get a money tree or a money candle and light it, and put coins, dollar bills, any type of money, and calling in that abundance and clearing any negative associations you have to financial abundance and earning, right? Also a lot here about charging what you're worth, okay? Taking the time to review maybe sales prices or course prices, or if you sell, if you make and sell clothes or jewelry, maybe reviewing those. And as we move through this 111 portal of manifestation, really accepting, allowing yourself to charge these new prices. Okay, so that's what I see for pile one as far as what your manifestations, your higher self is asking of you and sees for you as we move through this portal. And a second card I pulled for this group, for the Peacock group number 1, for help guidance with your manifesting. You got I am presence, expand your stellar gateway, I am that I am. For this group, the number 4 or 44 may hold some powerful significance for you. You may be seeing that number a lot. Maybe it's a number that you have come connected to. This also tells me that your ancestors are close and near and supporting these financial, career, material manifestations for you, and that this is possibly something inherited. Okay? I'm also seeing for this group that using clear and direct I am statements, either today or in the future, whenever you feel called to, can be really beneficial for this group. Who do you want to be? What do you want to be? How do you want to define yourself? Creating some affirmations. An example would be, I am financially abundant. I am a leader. I am an entrepreneur. Okay, really honing in on these I am affirmations and statements for this group can be really powerful. I'm also seeing them saying them to yourself in a mirror, writing them down. Okay, whatever feels resonant and you feel called toward doing. When you are manifesting, can really give it all the more power, is what I'm getting. Also, working to balance and heal the chakras is coming through with this card. If you do work with unicorn presences, unicorn fairies, angels are all kind of, dragons are all kind of on the same level as spiritual guides. So you may start seeing them, you may have already seen them, you may have already started doing work with a unicorn, a fairy, a dragon, again, angels. I'm also hearing for this group, ancestors. Working with any or all, if that's what you feel resonant toward or your capacity calls for, all of these figures, these guides, can make your manifestations all the more powerful. When you feel any negativity coming in, asking for your personal unicorn, your personal dragon, your personal fairy, guide, or ancestor, maybe you have an ancestral guide that you work with, calling on them for support when that inner critic does come in, if there is any lingering self-doubt, lingering negative thoughts, and we will likely always have those, but often it's a matter of can we and are we able to intervene, and sometimes we can't, right? Sometimes we need the support of that ancestor, of that unicorn, of that angel guide. Okay, so really calling on them for support. The I Am Presence 44 unicorn card is also associated with Archangel Metatron. So calling on Archangel Metatron can really help hone in these manifestations. I'm also hearing that repetitive I am statements, either written, said out loud, said in the car on your way to work, said in the mirror, can be very potent and powerful for this group here. I'm also feeling gold, yellow energy really coming through for this group. So either using like a gold or yellow crystal, perhaps, for manifestation can be very helpful for this group. I'm also hearing wearing the color yellow. Trying to see if anything else is coming through with this card. As negative thoughts or the inner critic comes in, really seeing yourself basked in yellow or gold light can also be very beneficial for this group. Okay. And the last card that will be able to help Peacock group number 1, what can help you to better manifest and call in these powerful manifestations for yourself. White Tara, sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So what I am feeling very strongly, loud and clear for this group is like a cleansing, like a review, similar to what I said here about reviewing what you charge for your services. Here, it's really reviewing your environment, the music that you're listening to, the television that you're watching, the cleaning products, the laundry detergent, the dish soap, the candles. I'm hearing that for this group, that when there are blocks around manifestations, that it's possible it's coming from negativity, negative energy from maybe the people that you spend time with or surround yourself with. Of course, this does not mean that you need to go break up with your partner and get rid of all your friends. Just kind of a gentle review on all things environmental. And that includes, how much time you're spending on your phone, on social media, how much time and energy you're spending gossiping, as opposed to honing in on positive manifestations or progressing your career and financial goals. Okay, so again, when there are blocks or you feel like you are putting manifestations out there very strong and heavily, are there still gateways and doors open of negative influence? Like perhaps you are feeling really good one day, you have a really great day, some potent manifestation, and then you happen to hop on the phone with your mom or someone who just really brings you down. Okay, kind of reviewing that, kind of deciding how much or how little energy you want to give toward these products, to these television shows, to this music, to this maybe group that you're involved in your community that is kind of always poo-pooing your positivity. Okay, and maybe making an effort to spend less time with them, or even better, making an effort to spend more time with people who help you hone in your manifestations, who are a positive influence on you. Maybe you don't have anybody in your direct circle, your direct environment, but finding people online, joining a group online, downloading an app where every day you can go and look at a positive affirmation, or writing some out on some scrolls, putting them in a bowl and picking one out every day can be a great way to guide you toward people who will bring more of that into your life if you're doing it for yourself. So what can help you to better manifest? Ridding yourself of anything that's clogging your system. I'm also hearing like taking in a lot of fresh, clean water, possibly with lemon juice. When we cleanse our body, when we clear our body of harsh chemicals, we are making space for more positive, healing things to come in. Okay? So again, group 1, I really see the Peacock group, that this 111 manifestation, or whenever this finds you, is really about your finances, your career, your material goods and resources. I really see and feel a successful time coming through as we move through this 111 portal. You will likely be getting a lot of financial career opportunities, making sure that you are clear, cleansed, and open, that you have space in your life to accept these opportunities. Okay? Clearing out or minimizing time as best possible with relationships that are harsh, environments that are harsh. Okay? This includes your physical space, your social media space, maybe even going through your list and unfollowing some of the accounts that feel harsh and negative to you. Also can be done something that's done temporarily. And then really honing in on the I am declarations. Maybe even writing down a list of 10 I am declarations and reading them aloud in the mirror. To really hone in and own the entrepreneur, the leader, the boss, the role of someone who is confident and financially secure. And going back to that number 44, I'm really hearing that this is a group that's very watched over by their ancestors. They want you to know that your manifestations are being heard and that they are on their way to you. All right. So that was group 1. If this resonates with you, I would love for you to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel called to. Now we're moving on to group 2, the heart group. If you want to take another look at that, we'll put that here. So what manifestations is your higher self asking you to focus on? Group 2, pile 2, the heart got strength, Archangel Ariel. Okay, great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. So I really want to point out and note the number 11 here. I think that this group, those who chose this pile, have very unique manifestation powers. And you really using this portal, or really just, anytime this video finds you, to hone in on that great inner strength. And whatever manifestations that you put out at this time are going to hold all the more potency with that extra 11 that you have here. So what I really see for this group, as far as what your higher self is asking for you to focus on in manifestation, is, of course, personal inner strength. I feel that this pile may be coming out of a rough time, and you're really being called, to silence the inner critic, the harsh judgments, right, that you hold personally for yourself, is what I'm really hearing and seeing for this group. Really feeling that you're being called to find compassion and forgiveness for maybe any past mistakes that you're still hanging on to, or any belief that you feel that you may have not been strong enough to handle or to move through an abuse or traumatic experience. And I really want to be here to tell you that it is not, in fact, our job to be strong or to gain strength from traumatic experiences and abuse. Trauma and abuse happens, and it's awful, and we don't need to be expected to be strong through them. You are strong. You do have strength to garner and to access, okay? But it's not something that your higher self is asking you to ruminate on, to beat yourself up over. Oh, I wish I had had the strength. I wish I had been stronger in this particular situation. So really focusing your 111 manifestations, affirmations, or really whenever this finds you, focusing them on forgiving yourself, on finding compassion for yourself, and also I'm hearing on allowing the past to be the past. Okay? You might be seeing white birds. You might be having dreams of white birds. You might have already been visited by white birds, or will be once we move through the 111 portal, or whenever this video finds you. It's also a strong message from your guides, from your angels, whoever you connect with in a higher realm, that if you have been feeling weak lately, first, it's okay to be soft, to be weak, to not 100% be strong, but this comes as a strong, clear message and reminder that you do have strength to access and to carry you through your most difficult times. Also with this card, there's an aspect of patience here, of allowing yourself to heal from the past without still living in it. So, allowing yourself the time to move through, right, and find forgiveness and compassion for yourself. What I'm hearing too is you don't have to stop. You don't have to be stuck in this. There can still be growth. You can still move forward. If you're tired, if you're coming from a period of just feeling overworked, feeling tired, feeling like you've had to access a lot of your strength, taking that time out, taking that pause, taking that time in nature to help rejuvenate yourself and to regain that strength in order to move through the next obstacle, and not just through obstacles, but to achieve, right? To fulfill our goals. Hearing you don't always have to be strong, but there is always strength available to you, and maybe your strength tank is low, okay? But these are moving, flexible energies. There are going to be times where you feel like you lack strength, and this is temporary. So I'm really hearing for this group number 2, the heart group, that your higher self is really calling on you to focus any manifestations or affirmations to be around self-forgiveness and finding compassion for yourself. Maybe writing a forgiveness letter with your name. I would like to forgive you for, listing it, maybe even burning it if you'd like, to release the past. And then maybe another list or letter to yourself. Dear so-and-so, I would like to find and hold compassion for you. And maybe list the reasons why you deserve compassion. Okay? It is inherently ours to have. Maybe you're not in a space where you feel like you deserve it. So writing something similar to, you know, I can almost believe that I am deserving of compassion, okay? Whatever helps you to get there. And for guidance on manifesting, pile 2, the heart group, got cocoon of white light, rest in perfect love, understand oneness. So really feeling that through this 111 portal, or whenever this video finds you, that you are similar to pile 1, going through a metamorphosis, a growth, a change. And that once you move through this and you can do something such as making those letters to yourself and burning them, that you are moving from a place of self-blame and self-doubt and lacking compassion into a beautiful butterfly. One that realizes that mistakes are a part of life, okay? Also, really hearing for this group that yes, surrounding yourself, surrounding anything that you find negative, wrapping it in a cocoon of white light, which is something that we can do when we want to energetically heal something, when we want to shift something on an energetic level, can be very beneficial for this group. You may be seeing images of butterflies. Butterflies may be surrounding you at this time or soon after watching this. Yeah, also getting from this card that it may behoove you to be reminded to remember that essentially we are all connected, we are all one. And that's the idea of, you know, wrapping anything that you feel as other, as apart from yourself. If you're finding yourself getting frustrated or angry, and maybe you're in a place where you can't see how another person or thing, frustrating, angering thing, can be part of you and one with you, is taking that opportunity to wrap it in a cocoon of white light can help you see how everything is connected. It will help you bring you back to source, creator, in whatever form you see, which is in essence love. So honing back in on and around the idea of that we are all one and that we are all love. Okay, coming from creator, sources, divine, loving energy. Seeing if anything else is coming through here. Yeah, also anything that needs healing. I'm hearing lots of like anything negative that you feel like needs healing, right? Not that it's your job to, but if you feel like it's in your environment, in your sphere, and you want it to be lighter, you want it to be more healed, this could be a person, a place, a thing, an irritation, something that angers you. Again, cocooning it, wrapping it in a white light to help energetically cleanse and heal it. You can also call on, if you have a unicorn that you work with, a fairy, an angel, a dragon, okay, all different forms of guides that are available to us. You may be called to work with your personal unicorn, which you can do by sitting in silence and asking them to reveal themselves to you, either voice, name, images. Okay. And yeah, any lower energies, lower thoughts or vibrations that come into your environment, your sphere, in your mind, really cloaking them in a cocoon of white light can really push forward your manifestations. Okay? And what can help you to better manifest? Nimatona, sacred space, create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. And so really seeing for group number 2, the heart group, that if you feel called to and it resonates with you, creating an altar, creating some sort of sacred space to go to perform these manifestations around strength, around inner confidence, around finding forgiveness for yourself, compassion, and around seeing every being as energetically connected in one way. Also, taking a trip to a known portal or power place. You know, Mount Shasta is known to be a portal. Joshua Tree is known to be a portal. If that is accessible and doable for you. I'm also hearing like a crystal grid. So creating crystal grids, and these can be shapes created out of crystals to call in your manifestations. I have a couple of stone grids that I infuse with unicorn energy for 2 different things that I want to call into my life. So you can write it on a post-it, put it in the middle, and create a triangle, a circle, or a square. And every once in a while going back to these places, placing your hands over them and infusing them possibly with a cocoon of white light, with unicorn energy. If you feel called to work with unicorns, can be very beneficial to this group. Really hearing that having some place to go to perform a ritual, and it can be the most simple small thing. It does not have to be an altar, a corner of a room, a table, with things that are energetically pleasing to you. It could be an ancestor altar, but I'm not necessarily seeing that specifically for this group. Also performing ritual affirmations, or calling in your manifestations in some form of light. If you still have Christmas lights up, plugging those in and allowing those to illuminate and to make your manifestations more powerful. Also hearing lighting candles. Okay, so calling in light, bringing light in whatever way feels pleasing to you can be very powerful for this group's manifestation. If you have a local labyrinth, I know we have one here by the beach that we go to. And so walking that sacred labyrinth, taking some time walking around that labyrinth can be very beneficial for you. Let me see if anything else is coming through. Clearing the energy in your home with herbs. I'm also hearing sound healing for this group. So, yeah. Having some sort of space either in your home to call in these manifestations. I'm also hearing even writing your manifestation down on a scroll or scrolls of paper and leaving them on this space, right? Leaving them on this altar so that they can gain energetic power, right? Anything else that's coming through? Yeah, clearing your home space clearing out any clutter too, I'm hearing can really be beneficial. And if there's anything that is blocking, you feel like you're manifesting, you're affirming, and you're still feeling blocked, you know, doing a giveaway basket, getting rid of some of your clothes, papers, books, clearing space on an energetic level. Okay, that's what I'm really hearing for group 2. So maybe even very beneficial for this group to have an altar, at least some sort of space in their home to go to perform these, you know, possible ritual for manifestation. Okay, cloaking any negativity, any inner critic that comes in with a cocoon of white light. There is this idea too of light. I'm really hearing and feeling for this group that maybe you're very called to light. So having candles around, Christmas lights all year long. I still have mine up and I feel like I want to leave them up, right? Whether that's plain white or different colors. Okay, seeing an image of a butterfly, also of white birds maybe coming in for you. And for group 2, the heart group, your higher self is really asking that your manifestations focus on your inner strength, yes, but I'm almost hearing your inner confidence, right? So you can have like, I'm a bad bitch affirmation or something written on your mirror, or you can record it and play it for yourself, or finding, you know, with the idea of sound healing and clearing your space with sound, I'm also hearing that maybe there could be an affirming song that you love that's already been written and performed that you can play to inspire you, or one that you would like to write and record. All right, so that's what I'm getting for group 2. Now we're going to move on to group 3, the flower. And for your tarot card, coming from your higher self, is asking you to focus specifically on 6, the Lovers, Archangel Raphael, intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. So what I'm getting for the flower pile number 3, from your higher self, you're being asked to focus your 111 manifestations, or whenever this video finds you, to really focus your manifestations and your affirmations around your relationships. I'm hearing that for some of you that this is romantic, but not for all of you. So manifestations, holding positive thoughts and affirmations around romance, around compatibility. I'm also hearing around partnerships, business partnerships. What is the word I was looking for that was coming? Collaborations. Okay. I do feel that for some in this group, it has been like a heavy, like I will never find love, for some in this group. So really using this day, potent day of manifestation, or if today doesn't work good for you and you're feeling negative, I am of the belief that there is always tomorrow. So using those positive manifestations around finding love, around romance, on really deep, meaningful connections. I'm also seeing for this group that if there were any blockages before the 111 portal that affected you as far as negative health, I really see this clearing for you and you moving into a period of healing. So maybe you had surgery. I am hearing that the surgery was beneficial and that you're moving into a much more healed space now when it comes to your physical health. I'm also getting the Lovers, I believe, is a card associated with Gemini, but I'm getting really a lot of like Libra energy in this group. I wasn't really feeling anything astrologically in the other groups, but for group 3, maybe not so much that there are lots of Libras in this group. If there are, I would love for you to comment below and let me know. But maybe even more necessary to call in the characteristics of Libra energy, because Libras, you know, on the positive side, when they are well resourced and there aren't too many, you know, challenging aspects for them, that people who have lots of Libra energy in their natal birth charts are really able to weigh things. They're good at balance. They're good at making sure that everybody is, you know, if it's possible, equally benefiting from a situation. I'm hearing that this group here is really being guided to that for some of you, you're manifesting partnerships, you're wanting to manifest good love, but there is possibly a decision that needs to be made, or maybe there are 2 potential partners, 2 potential collaborations, like you could be collaborating with this one person or the other, and you're really being called by your higher self to weigh your decision, maybe making a pro and cons list before moving forward. And for those who are already find themselves in romantic relationships, I'm seeing that through this portal that intimate relationships will grow stronger. Also that there may be some decision making for those who are in intimate relationships, that there could be some possible decision making that may affect your relationship. And again, doing the research that is needed. Okay, Gemini is really good at research, and you know, Libra is good at weighing the options. Gemini is really good at discovering all there is to know about a subject, sometimes too much, okay? But getting all the facts, and that's probably why Gemini is related to this, and also because there's the 2 faces of Gemini. There's the idea that Gemini is always looking for their partner. They're always looking for their other half. So there could be Gemini energy here for you, for one of your partners, for one of the possibilities of a work partnership or collaboration. Yeah, and you're really being called on your higher self. If there have been any issues with partnerships, with somebody that you work with someone that you are in a friendship with, or a romantic relationship, to really try to bring things back to harmony in whatever way possible, and to focus your manifestations on this balance. This seems to be the most pressing thing in your life. If that resonates, I would love for you to comment below and let me know. So again, through this 111 portal, or whenever you find it, if you have had surgery or health issues in the not too far past into the general present, I really see those shifting for you. Deeper, intimate relationships, and some possible decision making currently, using that Gemini quality of research and combining it with the Libra quality of really making sure things are fair and balanced, because it is just generally good to do that, and it is good karmic retribution and karma for you, because there is always the possibility of leaning things more your way, and if that is what you're really being called to do, then that's fine, but just making sure that it is a fair and balanced decision. Okay. Anything else I want to say here? Yeah, again, really opening yourself up and possibly, shifting your manifestations. Maybe one of the manifestations for the people in this pile I'm hearing is for better communication amongst you and your partner, amongst you and a collaborator at work, amongst you and your boss, you and your sister, right? Someone in your family or a friend. And for the second card that will help you with guidance for your manifestation, you received Cosmic Ruby, Be a Peace Ambassador, Practice Cosmic Mastery. So I want to bring back the tarot card because I really do see this coming through again, this idea of being a peace ambassador. I would say that Libras are probably the peace ambassadors of the zodiac, right? Always wanting to find balance, always wanting to bring things back into balance, to make things fair, and to keep things peaceful. So really focusing your manifestations on bringing peace to your relationships. I'm hearing that bringing in a red stone, a red ruby, can really be helpful for this group as their manifestations are, as you are putting them into the universe. There may be some association for you or connection to the number 32. And this card is really all about peace and wisdom. It's associated with Archangel Uriel and also rules the solar plexus chakra. So I'm also hearing that bringing balance to the solar plexus, doing any chakra balancing specifically toward that chakra can be helpful. Wearing or calling in the color red, wearing red lipstick, red clothes, again working with a red ruby or any other red stone can be very beneficial for moving those manifestations through at a more rapid rate. This card is really all about better communication, bringing forth clarity and wisdom and calm in your communications. So maybe this group has really felt like they're not being heard. Maybe they are being told by a partner, a friend, a collaborator that they don't feel heard. And the affirmation that comes with this card is, I seek peaceful solutions. So even allowing that to be your manifestation if you feel called to it. Also meditating with the color red in mind, really immersing yourself, masking yourself in the color red can really help your manifestations go through more swiftly and powerfully. And you can call on this cosmic ruby, and you can call on Archangel Uriel when you feel like you are lacking a voice, when you feel like your voice has been stripped, either in general, always, while you're at work. It could be in a romantic partnership. So calling on Archangel Uriel in times where you can't express your truth, or where there is conflict between you and another. Also, imagining covering the other person in a red light can be very helpful. Visualizing them in red light and visualizing peace, peaceful unions, peaceful relationships, peaceful environments. Yeah, so a cosmic ruby in particular, this stone, this crystal, this gem, can accelerate your manifestations. Even just finding a red rock. And using it to send peace and wisdom wherever it needs to go. So I think that's enough for that card, and we're going to move into what can help you to better manifest Isis past life. The situation involves your past life memories. So for this group, getting an Akashic Records reading, getting a past life regression may be very beneficial to this group. You can read your own Akashic Records when you are trained to do so. And seeking somebody else out, either trading work or paying them for their energetic exchange of looking into your past life. I'm hearing that this person that you're in a romantic union with, or this family member, this friend, or this person that you want to collaborate with or work with, is from a past life. This is a past life connection that has come back because it is powerful, or because there is more work to do. And now I do want to say, if this is an abuse situation, that is not what I would apply this to, and my general thoughts on that are, when there is trauma and abuse, I don't see that as something that needs to be repeated, or that is, okay? It's more of struggles with communication, lack of voice, which is traumatic in itself, right? But this situation from your past life has been brought up again to be healed. So again, if you feel called to, if it's within your financial means to get a past life regression, that can be very beneficial. Also, this could also be a issue from childhood that's resurfacing. So you may be playing out a story again. Maybe you watched your parents fight, you watched your mother or your father or someone in your family really not have a voice, really lack a voice and lack the ability to communicate their needs, maybe both. So watching your parents do this as a child, and now you're playing this out again in a current relationship. So calling on Isis too can be really helpful for shedding that, working with an ancestral guide. I'm hearing, for assistance in these areas, for clearing out this past life energy, also using energy tools, bathing in salt, showering with salt, dipping in the ocean if that's a possibility for you, and maybe even pairing it with the affirmation, I cleanse myself, I rid myself of this past life struggle. I do not need to replay this out, right? And then again, focusing on good communication, on fairness and balance in all your relationships, bonds, collaborations, romantic partnerships, friendships, familial relationships, spiritual relationships as well. Okay? Doing some work around the mother wound, inner child work can also be really beneficial to move those manifestations forward. So if you're feeling stuck, like you've been manifesting a lot, you've been affirming, it could be because this is, I'm hearing possible inherited trauma. So working with an ancestral guide, or doing work with me in my Roots Rewoven program, where we work one-on-one to discover themes of inherited trauma and help begin to heal them. That is a possibility as well. Really seeing for group 3 that your higher self is calling on you to manifest peace when it comes to all of your relationships, bringing in that cosmic ruby again, which represents the peace ambassador, possible Libra energy, Gemini energy here with the Lovers, to do your research carefully. Ask people who have been in a similar position, read books, read articles, whatever the decision may be, and weighing those decisions carefully before moving forward. I'm also hearing having a clear manifestation that that you make the best decision for your best and highest good, and for all the best and highest good, or for all of those involved. All right, so that was pile 3, the flower pile. If you enjoyed this reading, I would so much appreciate a like, a comment, a subscribe, and also just thank you so very much for being here. Big blessings on your manifestations, and remember, if you're not feeling like you are positively manifesting things one day, there is always tomorrow. And I hope to see you soon. Happy manifesting. Bye-bye.